Welcome back to Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast. I'm your host, Cassius Clee, and we are back in the studios of Industry City, Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn.
Ponics, what's happening, bro?
Good, bro.
WNBA Draft tonight.
WNBA.
Right down the block at BAM, Brooklyn Academy of Music. Why couldn't it be at the Barclays, bro? Close enough.
Yeah.
You
know?
Barclays right across the street.
Close enough. Caitlin Clark, number one pick.
Shocked?
No. Brother, what's up, man?
Yo, I'm here. I'm here calmly. Like,
Yeah,
it's a calm Monday.
everything is calm, P.
No cap.
Big Chris.
Yeah, what's good?
What's up? Yo, I forgot to shout out my man, No Cap Joe. What's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's a fact?
Left him
Yo,
out.
Joe,
yeah.
isn't your birthday? Come on,
What,
happy
today?
birthday
Today?
to my man.
Today?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Happy birthday,
yo,
son.
My brother.
Oh,
happy
shit.
birthday, bro.
Yo, we
No
gonna have
Cap
mad
Joe's
weed.
here on
gotta
his
leave-
birthday.
You gotta
Yo,
pay him on his birthday,
this
son.
guy is serious, man.
Yo, we looking at
Yeah,
strippers
bro.
tonight.
Yo, happy birthday, God. Nice, bro.
Yo, peace, yo.
So we are in the middle of the draft, right? Round one is over.
Yeah.
Round
one
one,
is
yes.
over.
All right, give me them picks.
Let's see. We got Caitlin Clark win number one. No surprise. Number two, Cameron Brink. Number three, Camila Cardosa. Number four, Rakia Jackson. Number five, J.C. Sheldon. Number six, Aaliyah Edwards. Number 7, Angel Reese.
Stop right there for a second.
Yeah.
Angel Reese and Cardozo.
And Cardoza are going to
On
be
the
on the
same
same.
team.
Yeah, they're going to be on Chicago Sky
That's a
together.
crazy front
Nobody's
line,
gonna
yo.
want to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's a good way
Yo.
to start your team. bro.
Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
wanna
absolutely.
deal with that.
Absolutely.
That's a great way to set off
Nobody's
the
gonna
draft
wanna
right
deal
there.
with
Wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, keep going, brother.
All right, number 8, Alyssa Pilley.
If you from Belize, you're
number-
laughing.
Number 9, Carla Leet.
That's funny, said.
I hope I'm saying these ladies' names right. If I'm not, I
She's from France.
apologize.
It's probably Liete.
Number 10, Layla Lacan. Number 11, Markeisha Davis. And number 12, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. It's Naya Diu Poosh. Congratulations, ladies.
Yes. The Liberty, who did they get?
The Liberty.
I don't think they had a first round.
Nah, they did. They
Number
did.
11.
They did.
Number 11, they took Markeisha Davis
Yeah.
She's good.
out of Ole Miss.
She know about
She got
her.
drafted 11th. She got to be good, man.
She know about her.
She's a 6-footer.
Good.
Yeah.
She just played for Ole Miss, you know. Certain colleges just doesn't get they don't get the look because we know who the power teams are in women's college.
It's really like 4, maybe 5. UConn, Stanford, LSU, South Carolina.
And Iowa.
Well, Iowa just
Iowa
just
this
because
year.
of Caitlin now.
Yeah, let's see what they look like next year.
Listen, man.
If their games even get televised next year.
Yeah. So
You got the blueprint to know. You got the blueprint.
Yeah,
Caitlin Clark, of course, number one pick. We all know that would be the case,
absolutely.
right? So they're saying her impact
The Caitlin Clark effect.
on the WNBA and women's college basketball, right?
Yes.
So NIL, she could have stayed another year, supposedly, right? Made more money there.
Yeah.
So I'm reading here, it says the top 4 picks in the WNBA make $76,000
Wow.
a year,
That's just
A
NBA
season.
salary.
That's different.
right?
Yeah.
So Caitlin Clark in the NIL, right? These are the companies that represent. Well, I don't have to say them all, but you get the idea. Tops, H&R Block, Nike, Buick, State Farm, Bose, Goldman Sachs, and Gatorade. I think she cleared about almost $3 million in NIL money.
Oh, that was her people in college?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is during college.
Yeah.
So now when she gets drafted, obviously she's gonna make a lot more money, do a lot more things, right? Do you think she's gonna drive the salaries up for WNBA players?
I think that's the plan. Whether she's gonna do it purposely or not, I think that's what the league is looking for her to do.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
exactly,
some people are looking for it.
I think it's already going to happen.
Is it?
Yeah, I
Because
believe it,
when
but
you
you
put
got some
30
people that hate
when
it.
you put 36 of 40 games on TV, it's not hard to see the agenda.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a start.
So if you can get 14 million because y'all was watching it, get 14 million in viewership, the WNBA would eat at that.
Right.
So it's just like if you get the faces, then you can negotiate certain TV contracts, and when the league is getting more money, they can trickle it down to the players getting more money. So there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's all about how if it generates the profit.
I want you to answer that question next. But before you answer that, this is how you know Caitlin Clark has a significant effect on the WNBA, right? I'm reading here. The WNBA attracted an average of 6,000 fans per game. Caitlin Clark at Iowa averaged 11,000 fans per game, selling out every home game. That's just the beginning, right? So, with that being said, this is only going to get larger and larger and larger, right?
Mm-hmm.
So WNBA average 500,000 TV viewers during the 2023 season. Now, in NCAA average 18 million, bro,
Because of one person.
because of one person.
Not
Well,
all.
well,
Don't
yeah,
do that. Don't do that.
right,
Don't
not one
do
person.
that. Don't do that.
But
Shout out Dawn. Shout out USC. There's other teams
there's other teams, but
Absolutely,
let's-
but we know who they were focused. Who
Well,
the
we
media
don't
was
gotta
focused
focus
on.
on.
The media was focused on one person this
For
season,
sure.
and they pushed that agenda of that one person breaking all types of records.
Even the refs
Yeah.
trying to push that agenda. in some
Absolutely.
games.
the refs. Wow, you guys crazy.
Nah, the refs,
The refs.
they weren't even supposed to catch fucking LSU, bro. They're supposed to lose that game before LSU.
But the WNBA's at a tricky spot because they're still losing money. They're still behind in the revenue.
Right.
So
Yeah,
hopefully
that's
this
what-
will like
That's what I
balance
said.
it out.
They got to generate a profit. I think that's the most important
Yeah,
thing.
now.
But it's possible more than it's ever been, only because they're catching it at the right time, bro.
Yeah.
They got college basketball booming the way it is, and then when you got one of the biggest stars leaving college to come to the league, it's just like, all right, cool. Like, she can't
if she
generate
can't do it.
then y'all might have to
Yeah.
close shop and retool for real and relaunch because she's shown to be profitable. So I don't know.
She's been living up to the hype.
Yeah, but I think it goes back to what we said last week, and I'm sorry, like multiple people say it. That's why, like, the whole Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi thing. That's why it's like, duh, we know, like, you know, we know that there's gonna be a turnover or rookie turnover. But regardless, I think she's so important because I think Gilbert said it, so I won't take credit for it. But they basically said, like, if there was the equivalent to Magic and Bird, she would be what Michael Jordan was after them, to what the league was supposed to become. So if you need the next star to push your league, it would be her. She's in the right spot. She's on to a team where she's gonna, I would assume, have the green light the way she did in college. So it's just like, it's just if it turns over. But even if she's not the greatest women's basketball player in the league, she'd still be a Hall of Famer for what she did in college.
Yo, you gonna watch her to root her on, or you gonna watch her to fail?
I'm a
Either
watch.
way.
I'm a root. I feel like we should. I feel
I
like
don't think she's gonna
us
fail.
as a collective. No, I'm saying not even us. I'm talking about all sports fans as a collective should support her because it's bigger than her. Her success is the success of the league. So not saying that, oh yeah, make her win all the championships, but he kind of gotta make her.
If she gets
You
close,
know what I mean? Like if you gave her a little touch foul, you might have to give somebody a flagrant foul and kick them out the fucking game. You're gonna have to.
All right, yo, what you got to say about Caitlin Clark's effect?
Yeah, well, it has to expand what's going on in WNBA. It can't hurt. So as a competitor, I understand Sue Bird, and I'm saying like, yo, like, come on, she's not gonna come in and do all of this. You know,
Fact.
as a competitor, you can't be like, oh yeah, she's gonna be our savior. Can't. Like I shouldn't see any other WNBA player. I lose respect for you. You looking at her to be your savior.
And they're two of the greatest women's basketball players of all.
Yo, by far. By far.
They two of the
Like, they were really doing what Caitlin Clark was doing on kind of the same scale, but you know, they didn't have the range that she was.
Diana Taurasi's nickname is the White Mamba.
Listen, that's skill, but the range that she's showing, and she's getting off the dribble too sometimes. Like,
Yeah, it's impressive.
like what she's doing is ridiculous, man. Like, this is what cats stay in the park trying to do all their life to get something like that, man. And she just perfected it. But to answer your question, the effect, it has to be expanded at WNBA in basketball, and I say women's sports in general,
Yeah, I would say the same thing.
because we paid attention, man.
I don't know, because what other sport do you think is going to transgress to? What other sports do you think are going to pick up more viewership? Do you think women's hockey is going to grab trade?
Volleyball.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what other women's sports are there out there that can benefit from this?
It's only Olympic
Nah, they
sports,
can
really.
benefit from it.
Who? What sport?
It's not. I can't give you a specific sport because it's more so. It's the woman's impact in terms of a woman's athlete.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can look at a woman's athlete in that stature and be like, all right, cool, like
But the effect is going to be more money for them,
100%.
right? But what I'm saying is, you got basketball. Okay, cool. Is women's hockey going to benefit from this?
You wouldn't know until you see
The female Wayne Gretzky.
Exactly. No.
But it's going to produce
you
that.
won't tell. You won't be able to tell until it's effective. So like once Kate, for example, right? Best case scenario, Caitlin generates the money that we think that she should, and she helps the league push forward. Just being able to break that barrier as a woman's athlete in any sport is a direction where all women's sports can now be taken seriously in a span where it's like, all right, cool, like, even though they might not compete with men, they are very great and we should pay attention to what they're doing. Because, like, bro, if it, like you said, 6,000 people, 6,000 people going to professional athletes to watch, that's not a lot compared to 11,000 selling out college games, right? So, let's be honest, you didn't see Caitlin Clark coming.
No.
You didn't see Caitlin Clark coming. So now it opens your eyes to now look for like, all right, cool. Like, it's cool to be like, she's the female Steph Curry, right? It's cool, right? But now somebody can aspire to be like, all right, cool. Like, I want to be the next Caitlin Clark. You start falling in love with some, like, their pioneers. So if she's a basketball player, let's say softball, for example, right? Women's softball. We see it done. We see a prodigy come out of nowhere, then you can look forward to that. Then it just opens the door to
again,
taking women. I'm saying women's sports serious.
There's no professional women's
But
softball league
because the main women's league that we see
is
not profitable. So if you can turn that into being profitable,
here's my thing about
it makes
that.
other people look at other sports and be like, all right, cool, maybe we can do this.
So here's my take on it though, is that women's basketball is different from men's basketball. And until you give them a court that's appropriate to what their limitations are, it's not going to blow up. I mean, it's like they're shooting the same 3-pointers that we're shooting. They're got the same size height rim as we got.
Okay.
So it makes a game harder for them. Men want to see more excitement. More people want to see more excitement. The game is going to be jump shots now. The game is still going to be the same way that it's always been. It's not going to be the same excitement as the men's. I love it that the women are going to get more recognition, but it's not going to generate the same type of excitement. There's going to be a bubble for Caitlin Clark. Everybody's going to want to see it for the first year, just to see how her game transcends from college to the WNBA.
Wow.
But I think after that first year, I think the hype is going to die down.
I disagree.
And
But you
can't disagree. But
Chris is not buying it, huh?
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
You know who was up to? Women.
Yeah.
It's definitely up to women to push this narrative
again
of the league being expanded and money and more revenue, because they shouldn't have to.
At the end of the day,
women got to support that shit
at the
too,
end of the
man.
day,
That's been
though,
the problem.
Right. And at the end of the day, at the end of this season, when they say, okay, we're gonna put more of these games on TV, now it has to transpire that more people are watching it, because then these marketers, these advertisers aren't going to want to see their dollar go to a game that's not even garnishing a million views.
Okay.
So, and until they're putting butts in the seats and they're getting people to turn the games on, I hope that happens, but I don't see how she's going to personally do it. You know what I'm saying? People, like I said, again, people are going to tune in, but there's got to be some type of media around, like some big type of transformation that's gonna help the women's game. And just one person coming in and jacking up more threes is not gonna change the game for them.
That's if she's.
You can't simple it. You can't.
But but listen. At the end of the day, what is she really doing to the game? I mean, what is she as one person bringing to women's basketball that wasn't there before?
All right, Chris.
Viewers.
It's like
well, that's what I'm saying. She'll bring the viewers for that first year.
I never watched golf.
Yeah, but see, the difference with Tiger was a black man coming into a white male dominated industry.
Yeah.
So that's what brought the viewers with Tiger. That's what brought the advertisers.
Tiger's black?
With Tiger. Yeah,
Tiger,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? She's nothing. Not saying she's nothing, but she's
got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what you're saying.
All right. Wait.
I'm shocked.
Yeah,
I'm shocked that
this
Chris is
is a little crazy, Chris.
How's it crazy? I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth.
To each his own. To each his own. All right. I'll ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What you call it? The WNBA finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was it televised on?
I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you what
ESPN.
network it was on.
You can't tell me.
I can't tell you what network it was on because I really didn't watch it.
All right.
Until it was actually the final game.
All right, cool. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If this person, Caitlin, right, does what the world is kind of pushing for her to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she translate well, and she's as big as she was in college in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you not think that people are now going to be more exposed to the game? There's more viewership. People are going to watch because regardless, it's not on one person to make the league, but it's on one person to hold it fucking down. So now, if you choose, for example, right? Jordan was a what?
What do you mean?
Was he viewed? He's viewed as the hero in a lot of stories, right?
Uh-huh.
You need a hero and a villain. No disrespect, but if you're not really into sports, you don't know who the fuck. You don't know what stories to follow in the WNBA, right?
So let me ask you this real quick.
Go ahead.
How many WNBA games did you honestly watch last season?
Out of I think 50 games they played, I think I watched a calm 30 for the ones that I can catch. Okay. And I watched all of the finals
let me ask you,
the playoffs.
Now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this question.
They play 50 games?
And this is important right here.
I think
when you watch those games, where did you watch those games?
My home.
Exactly. So my point is, if you go out to these, listen,
I don't go watch NBA games.
That's what. But listen, a lot of these sports bars and things like that, people are going to them to watch games.
Okay.
They're not showing the WNBA games.
I think they will now, though, Chris.
Exactly. Yeah. But all right, Chris, let me ask you a question.
Hold on. So now, are you going to call up your boys and say, "Hey, yo, Chicago Sky playing the New York Liberty, son. Let's go to Buffalo. Let's go to B Dubs and check this game out.
Why not?
Yes, bro.
You're gonna throw your Liberty jersey on.
Why not?
All right.
All right, Chris.
And that's another thing. How much WNBA merch do any of you guys have?
How much NBA merch do we have?
I bet you. How much NBA merch NBA merch do you have? You've got a bunch. I see you in here with jerseys every other week.
Yo, Chris,
we have a bunch.
Hold on, Chris.
Can we start somewhere though?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Listen. Please. Do not take this as that I'm wishing for their failure.
No, we know.
Listen, I just don't believe that it's here yet. I don't believe that Caitlin. I don't believe that Caitlin Clark is going to be the.
Yo, Chris, that's like saying, I don't want you to fail, but I don't think you're gonna succeed.
Yo, Chris, let me ask you a question.
That's a good take, Chris.
I ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Does your wife watch basketball?
Absolutely. She does. She watches college basketball. Okay. She watches everything.
All right, cool.
And she supports the women's sports.
Absolutely.
Does your wife?
Yo, I gotta get back
does
to
your
that
wife
point
watch
you just
basketball?
No.
Okay. Does your wife watch
She
basketball?
watch football.
Not too much. No.
All right. Is there things that you watch because your wife is watching?
Yes.
Sports wise? What we talking about? Sports wise?
No. I'm just gonna make a correlation. So look, right? There's things that you guys will watch because women are watching it, right? Mm-hmm. So I think the argument that's been made for a long time is yes, the women need to support the women, right? 100%. But when you ask me how many games am I really watching, I don't think it's a bad question. I'm watching a lot of them, right? Okay. Now, how much am I recommending it to other people? That's in question because I don't think somebody's really gonna want to watch it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But if I can watch the game and enjoy it, and now I can, let's say, I'm watching it and my sister sees me watching it and she sits down, right? Technically, I'm doing my part. I'm getting a woman to watch it, and now if she falls in love with it, she can now push it. But if we're not watching it, we can't be like, well, it's on the woman to watch, because most women are not going to watch sports anyway. So, like, if you're a Knicks fan, your wife loves you. She'll be a Knicks fan too. You know, you get what I'm trying to say? So in terms of generating that excitement for it, it's like if we love sports the way that we say we love sports and we're pushing for it to be the way we want it to be, we also have to make the women that are supposed to support it at least know that it's on. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's my biggest argument for it, where it's like it's possible. I just feel like a lot of people don't watch it as much as they say they support it.
That's a good point.
It's the capture. Like right now, like this season, we watch women's basketball more than the men's basketball. Right. We know names in women's basketball now, like a lot of them. Mm-hmm. Like this, sometimes you sit here watching college. I don't know who the hell is who's projected number 1, 2, 3. We don't know that in men's basketball anymore because of the way the system is set. Now listen, I'm all for these dudes being one. I don't even think they should go to college. I think they should just eliminate that. It's a waste of time. Yeah. So that's why they got the overtime league or overtime league where they can kind of bypass the whole college thing. Yeah.
But I think it's gonna, like, I know we put it on Caitlin Clark, but
she got us watching.
She does have us watching, but it's definitely gonna take all those players that got drafted, right?
No, for sure.
Cardoza and Reese on the same team. Like, who's not watching that?
That's tough. Exactly.
Listen, I'm going to definitely watch it this year.
I'm watching
exactly.
Listen, and again, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not rooting. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100% sure. So listen, I love the women, son. I love the women.
Monty, I love the kids.
Nah, but yo,
but
this-
listen,
go
but
ahead,
like I
man.
was saying real quick, is that I just think that the game, in order to, they need to do something that really revolutionizes the game for women, that changes the game so that it's more exciting and
Well, hopefully it is.
and
Profitable.
I think
Well,
this
watch
is
it.
it though, Chris.
Listen.
Look, they said, and I'm reciting this from Deseret News. This is an article by Doug Robinson, right? This is what he says, right? The NBA regular season game averages about 1.6 million viewers a game, right? The finals last year averaged 11.6 million viewers.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark versus South Carolina averaged 18.9 million
Right, but
viewers.
see,
bro.
again, listen.
That is a beautiful start.
Listen, again, it's the rivalry there though. It's not. It's the storyline that's there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like putting on a WWF or a WWE whatever thing. It's you're tuning in to see the rivalry there.
Yeah.
Now you have to see if that rivalry is going to translate into the WNBA.
But
Are you going to be able to write that storyline now?
think
that
it will.
You
is
can, though.
everybody? Because hold on. Because all right, now if I do want to tune in and watch the Fever play the Sky.
Yeah.
But am I still going to want to watch the Lynx play
No.
the?
Well, we do that in the
No,
NBA.
no,
I'm
but
saying-
you can, because if you would, all right, so look, right? For a long time, you guys are Kobe guys, right?
Yes, sir.
You guys are Laker fans, so you probably feel different. Kobe was a villain for a long time. The villain of the league for a long time. People wanted to see him lose. So you watch the Lakers. Not only are they one of the most like story franchise, but you root for them to lose. No? Just like y'all told me about hate, right? A lot.
We still
Joe,
trying to school you
nah,
on hate,
Joe,
bro.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So when you pick a horse in a their white horse right now, no pun intended, is Caitlyn. So whether you're rooting for her to lose, whether you're rooting for her to lose or win, you're watching. And when you make 36 of those 40 games watchable, it's like, bro, like they're trying. So now if you watch it and people's like, all right, cool, like maybe I didn't care about the links. I don't know who's on the links, right? Let's say that's the argument. You get to see now because when Caitlyn loses to them and you see this other person giving her work, it's like, oh, who's this? It brings you more exposure.
Right.
So the more exposure that she's possibly bringing to a different team, even if you're a Fever fan,
Yeah.
you're watching and you're like, oh, I hate that person because of what she did to my team.
Bro, when the Fever play the Liberty, that
It's gonna
place
go-
is going to be crazy,
Yeah.
dog.
It's gonna be packed.
You're right.
That place is
You
going
are
to be crazy.
you're absolutely right. But
They
what
still not
happens?
fucking with Asia though.
No, but
They still
even
not fucking with
that.
Asia. But yeah,
even
when they go
that,
against Asia,
it's-
and them,
yeah, it's
bro,
gonna-
come on,
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, right now Vegas is a machine.
come on.
But see, that's the thing. You may not want to watch the Minnesota Lynx and who else is like the Sun, right? But that's like watching. Nobody wants to see the Pistons and
Right.
and what you call it play like
Wizards.
yeah, the Wizards.
Yeah.
Or
But
the
you
Jazz.
watching.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see that.
And that's my point. Is like, are we really tuning in to watch the Sun play the Dream?
But listen, when the Sun play.
But are we though?
Well, listen, but
is that game going to pick up viewership?
No, here's how
this
it's gonna
season?
go. When the Sun play
Indiana.
the Fever.
Right.
And then you see, somebody in the Sun giving her the
You feel
business.
me? Exactly. And then it's
okay,
like,
Let me
Listen.
go watch the next Sun
Yeah.
game.
You're right.
But then if she
Yeah.
flaked out the
Listen,
next game, I'm like,
like you
I
said,
hope it goes
it's
down like that. But
it's
what
stories,
what
bro.
happens though if Caitlyn goes on the tour and she drops 40 on everybody? Nobody can stop her.
It makes her
now.
must watch.
But does that make the team that she just blew out must watch also?
but that's
Are you
That's
now?
if she's
Now
gonna
are
do-
you saying? Are you sitting there saying, "Ooh, I want to see the Dreams next game to see how they rebound back from that loss to Caitlyn"?
It could.
I don't see that.
It
happening.
could. It could.
I don't see that happening.
could.
But listen,
All
I,
right,
I hope.
you guys
I
have
hope
never-
so.
I'm gonna
I hope
tell you-
When
so.
did y'all beat Michael Jordan? When did y'all beat Michael Jordan?
When did we beat him?
Yeah,
In a
when did y'all
series?
beat him?
Just
In a series.
no. I don't think
I'm
it
not
ever
even trying to be
happened.
funny. I'm not even trying to be
Never.
funny.
I don't think it
Never.
ever happened.
But it's a rivalry.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, for us it
You
was.
never won. You see what I'm trying to say? But you want to watch them play, even if you're watching them lose.
Because you knew it'd be
Because
good
you knew it was
basketball.
going to be exactly. So what,
Bro, I
if
promise
it's
you,
competitive?
I promise you, I'm watching Reese and Cardoza.
Yo, Chicago.
Promise.
Yo, Chicago.
I promise you, I'm
Chicago
watching.
versus Indiana. Is
Absolutely.
Seems like
I'm-
Chicago's gonna be the
I'm
villain
telling
in
you,
the league.
listen, we should actually do a live broadcast from somewhere for
Yes,
that
sir.
game.
on top of
We
it.
will.
Think about it.
Another trip, road trip.
There you go.
We talked about the fight. Angel Reese and they are now
Cardoza, and now
teammates.
they're
That's
teammates.
a story in itself.
Exactly.
That is,
Angel
bro.
Reese pulled Cardoza down by her wig.
Come on, man.
Now they teammates.
And now they teammates.
man.
That's beautiful, man. Women's sports, women basketball.
Yo,
we
it's
love
up
it.
to women, man. Women really gotta support
women-
this whole thing.
That's
We're
another
sports
question.
junkies, so
We'll talk about it
we're
later,
just
but
gonna watch.
We're gonna find out if more men or women are gonna watch these games. In the
That's what I'd
I say
be
it's
interested to see right
Yeah.
now is the demographics of who's watching these WNBA
That's definitely more
games.
important.
Yeah.
But think about
I
it.
think it's gonna
how
be,
you,
man.
How does
it's
what?
like, all right, cool. Like nowadays, like I don't know, like if I listen to if I listen to a rapper
Uh-huh.
and I'm talking to a girl, I'll be like, yo, I like this song. Like you should listen to it. Now, like push comes to shove, it don't work out with me and her. She'll go to somebody else and be like, yo,
Check out this song.
check out this song. That's kind of how it gotta work. Like
Yeah.
it gotta work that way. It's just like, is it going to be like? Are they going to be impressionable to it? I think that's where we need to find out. But I feel like if you introduce it, you're doing your job. You're doing what you need to do to push it forward.
Yeah. I wonder if it's gonna work like this though. You see how women watch sports because they're attracted to the men?
Yeah.
Right? Is that gonna work in reverse for men to watch women's sports?
It might.
Right?
I mean,
it's a factor.
because you know what Rudy would say.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, man. Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast. We'll be right back with what is that? I don't know what we're talking about. We'll be right back.
Sportsmanlike conduct.